Alright, folks. Welcome to the show. Joe Monday, and this is our Street Fighter Weekly Dumpster Fire. This is pre-tournament streams. We're just hanging out, having a good time. All friends here. We got Quasimodox here in the lobby. We're just gonna be hanging out and having a good time. So if you got listeners out, oh shh, he's so tall. I will almost always get hit by that. See, why does he go for normal throw there? Why'd he do that? Didn't need to. Oh, I thought he'd catch normal. Whew. Slow start. Did it again. I'll just go max damage. Okay. I don't know, I didn't have like the wherewithal to do like full meter game there after that stun. That'll work. Ah, 2 hits. That does so much damage. Why'd he do that? Ooh, that throw though. Whew. That'll work. Shit. Alright, can I win this? I think I can. Had to hold that. Shot! I didn't mean to do that! Man, did not mean to raw running bear grab like that. It's a bit of a mess. That's okay. Throw again. He gets dash up crouch light kick there, but he doesn't know that yet. Oh, okay. I'll take that. Ugh, goodness. Should have cut there. Shit. That'll kill. No? God damn. I did not mean to wake up stand hard punch. I meant to do crouching, but I was holding back instead of down back. That sometimes happens on the Octo Gate when I lose track of things. That's on me though. Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
That was not a combo. Yeah. I gotta stop doing that. Is that out of my throw range? Nope, none of that comboed. That'll kill. No need to spend any meter, we'll just let it rock just like that. Ah. Has throw invincibility. That's like the worst. Oh, can I like jumping? What? Shh, did not mean to do that. That hurts. There's so much life. So much life.
You win.
Anyway, folks, let me know how things sound. Let me know how things are going out there. Bring us a little closer.
Round one.
After this, I'll do a check-in. Oh, why do I suck?
Back on.
Maybe should have held it. Not in range? That sucks. Shoot. Whew. That was... Why did he do that? Why did he do that? I feel like he could have killed there. He definitely could have done a V-trigger combo. It's got to optimize his V-trigger combos. Phew, that was a risk. That sucks. Jesus. What? He's gonna take this round. Unless... Shit. That walk speed, that back walk speed got me. Shit. What am I doing? What am I doing? I could have eaten a crush counter there. Could have eaten a crush counter there too. Shit. That doesn't armor that? Good jump. Shit, dude. Wow, armor. Got him. That'll work. Oh, it sucks so hard.
You can't run away.
Am I dead? Am I dead? No, not dead. Watch this. I did not mean to do that! Ah, gosh darn it. A4 dime, or you misbehaving? No, that's fine. Clips are fine. I really hate how long the buffer is sometimes in this video game. Ah, well. Now I'm not even gonna get my salty run back. It's my only 30 minutes to play this game. Oh well, we'll be playing Marvel soon. I mean, not on this stream during this time, but in general we'll be playing Marvel soon. It's the royal we. We will be playing Marvel. Probably tomorrow, actually. He wants to watch some Marvel tomorrow. I would. I'm interested in that game. It looks fun. Check in 35. I kept losing to that bullshit. Run cancels when I should just react to it and jump forward. 60 gigs. I mean, what was Doom? Wasn't Doom something around like 60 gigs? Something crazy like that? hard drive space. I mean, that's not going to SnapMap either, because that was 67, just about 67 gigs. It's a lot of gigs. Oh, mid-boss on that infiltration grind, I see. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but infiltration's really good. Like, to the point where, you know, you make bad characters look pretty good. I don't think anybody's making that jury argument. Question, who's my Marvel duo? Well, I played Nemesis, I started Nemesis in 3. I don't know if I'm going to start with him in Infinite. Because you don't have, assists don't work the same way. Because like with starting Nemesis, you could have those far range normals, you could have like jump S, jump H, and still have like, what I would have is Doom, Hidden Missiles, and Hagar to back me. And that would work occasionally. You kind of needed that get off me sometimes because he was such a big character. He's really easy to. He's a big target, let's put it that way. And he's going to be a big target in Infinite as well. So that'll be tough. I don't know if he's going to be a good starter. He seems like a good character that would be like good for incomings. I mean, because that's what he was too. Because he's got that grounded air grab, which is fun for certain air resets. So if there's any way that you can get him to like get your opponent to get that air reset, but getting to that point with the Nemesis was just so hard, even when you had assists backing him. But I don't know, we'll see how it works. I haven't watched a whole lot of MVCI. Like, I don't know. I've seen enough to know that I'm interested. Let's put it that way. I'm just kind of like that with games in general. Of once I see it, I go, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm into that. I'm into that. And then I won't really watch much else. Most guys don't have like the time to dedicate to like looking up stuff, finding all the coolest shit. Ooh, restand. He could have ended that with that restand. We didn't need to let him do that reversal. Anyway, yeah, guys, let me know how audio is. I've been kind of I mess with things every week, and I don't know, things update in certain ways, and it gets real dumb. Like I'm not even sure that like the Discord's gonna work for audio for me tonight. Is it super? It did not last weekend. That was not good at all. So we'll see. I don't know who I'll start. Nemesis start, maybe Thanos. Thanos start maybe. Nemesis backing, but I have to like really see what Nemesis like incomings would be like, or you know, where could you? That's the thing about tag battles, tag systems, is making sure you got that. Make sure your characters jive together. You know, gotta make things like butter. Damn, Quasi. Anyway. How we all doing tonight? I had this delicious pulled pork. Beforehand, I had it marinating in wine for like all day. Pulled pork and like wine and like jalapenos, onions, and just like salt and pepper. So good. Yeah, mid-boss sandbagging pretty bad, pretty hard. We'll come around on you. We'll come around on you. Anyway, still, I should say one thing. We actually, we did a hell of a lot of work this week for, I should say Quasi did a hell of a lot of work for the commercials, the commercial breaks. We're going to be promoting a lot of things in the FGC Spotlight. So if like it's the thing down there to the left side of the screen, You're gonna see some new things in rotation down there, and when we go to commercial break, we're gonna be hitting up like a bunch of new local communities. So make sure to make sure we get all those people who submitted their locals. Make sure that everybody knows about them. And at the end of it, they've got like some cool logos and shit, and a promo video cut by a voice that'll put you to sleep. Eighth Nobody just goes hard, 100%. Because he is living 100. I don't expect him to block or really think about the neutral, aside from am I in range to knee dive? If the answer is yes, then it's probably gonna do. He does very similar things. And he really hasn't changed up his play from what's happening. Vampire in a Box. You good for tonight? I suppose I didn't check with you earlier today. I just assumed that you'd be cool. Vampire in a Box, of course, runs the round robin tournament, which occurs pretty much concurrently with the East Coast tournament. And that's for people. No crush counter? Oh, okay, never mind. And that'll run concurrently with the East Coast tournament, and that's actually another way to get Championship Edition points. Nagaremi's gotten 2 points off of that so far. Yo, I was gonna say, I don't think that juggles. Good blocks though. What's up, Wangor? Okay. Hold that, Quasi.
Urian wins.
Oh man. Did I do a check-in? Nah, I don't need to do that. Thinking about. Okay. Yeah, that's old. That's old. Let's actually check the participants list.
Round 1.
Okay, 23. We're building back up. We actually ran into some kind of hardships with some of our local communities, mainly in the Houston area and parts of Florida. Well, we have a lot of people who hail from both Houston and Florida who compete in these tournaments, and of course both of those areas got pummeled by natural disasters. Oh, excuse me. Got pummeled by natural disasters recently, and it's hard to say how long it's going to take for them to build back up. They've been hit really hard. Florida less so. I suppose I didn't see huge devastation in Florida like we're seeing in Houston. It's good to make that safe. Okay, though. Interesting. So, I don't know. Shoutouts to those communities for staying strong. There's a lot of people who've been giving back to Florida, like NuckleDu, for example. Giving back all of his winnings from DreamHack, Montreal. That's pretty cool. How much of a delay are we on right now? It's only like 10-second delay. It's not that long. I was messing with my head. Quasi, I want that run back. I played very poorly. Ugh, yikes. Yikers. Oh, man. Anyway, if you are just joining us, this is only the pre-tournament stream. We haven't started things up quite yet. We're still about a half hour away from tournament start time, and at that point we'll close the brackets, good things like that. But so, Vampire in a Box. The Eighth Nobody. What you gotta know about the Eighth Nobody is he has no chill. There's no chill with the Eighth Nobody. So if you are in tune to that cadence, you can you can punish him for it. Because when you can just always assume that things are coming, then there's things that you don't have to worry about. Like he's gonna overextend himself almost all the time. It's just, let's put it this way. And I guess this is just like good advice in general. And I recommend you change your cadence in this set. It will throw me off because I know what I expect from you, and 2 sets isn't enough from. It might not be enough for me to readjust. Let's put it that way. Like when you want to do something, think of the times when you would want to do something, like offensively in the neutral, and then do nothing. Trust me, that will. I mean, might throw me off once or twice. Might just be enough for me to be like, well, why the hell did he do that? Charge a projectile for like a moment longer than you might otherwise.
My iron body is invincible.
It might work.
Fight. Now die. Now die.
Almost always throw the 2. That's the other thing. Nope. Oof, gosh. This booty not coming out fast enough. Scoops. That'll kill. Oh no, Urian, high health. I actually don't know why I headbutted there. I should have crouching light punched. Because he has a Yax meter. That is why. Ooh, good anti. I'll take the offense here. I'm just gonna go up, crouching light punch. What? Okay. See how it worked. Should have been EX. That was a risk. Crouching light punch, here it comes. Hopefully I didn't goof it. Okay, I did. Didn't goof it. Didn't goof it. Didn't goof it, you guys. It's okay. I didn't goof. Sometimes I goof that because I don't mash hard enough. That's a bad sitch when you don't mash hard enough. It's a life I've lived. Gotta take the hood off. That's special hood tech. Zangief gets 10 plus bonus damage too. Well, that's good. I'll lift him. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Don't do that either. Why am I goofing so hard? Good overhead. Alright. I had the flex, but was not there to SPD. Why didn't I do that? I'm gonna crouch block. He's gonna throw like... Okay, no. Frustrating. Thought I could get over it. Oh, why did I do that? I could have done more damage there. Reversal headbutt. Land in it. Nope. Why wasn't that? Whatever. That'll hurt. Why did I stand up? Why did I stand up?
You lose.
That A just saved your life. I thought I could get over it with an empty jump. Actually, I wonder if a stand hard kick would have worked there. Just for the kill.
Round 1.
Sometimes that boot can go through.
Fight. Trivial. I'll savor this.
No chill. Always buttons. Never not buttons. Oh, it's airborne? I swear I blocked that high. No. I'm positive I hit that. Yeah, like I don't really have to worry that much about whiff punishes. Or any of that, really. Yeah. Don't gotta worry about that.
Round 2.
He's not using stand hard punch at all. Whew, not in range? Okay. There we go. Yeah, he did that last time. First time. Wow. Why did I jump back? I'll take that. Why did I not take that? That'll catch. This'll kill. If I do it right. You have to delay your jump at that point, because if you jump forward when they're back behind you like that, it's actually like a... It registers as a jump back because they're technically behind you. So... You can't do EX Burst Dynamite from... or any Burst Dynamite from a jump back. You can only do it from neutral or forward jump. And that's a fact. Alright, let me get a 15 check-in here. Check-in 15. 15 minutes till go time, folks. Let me get it going.
Cyclone!
Have I written it into the rules that the training stage is allowed? I should do that if I haven't.
I see
Not,
your future.
oh no.
Want to know who will win?
This is a bad situation, you guys. It's bad. It's bad sitch. I gotta learn this matchup eventually, so that's the one thing. Good practice. He'll do stand hard punch though to start. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I thought this was a bad matchup. I was told, on good authority, that this is a bad situation. I'm gonna crouch block. That'll work. Oh, that's bad. What? Well, okay. Oh, shit. He goofed on me hard with that one. That'll work. Okay, it's my turn. It's my turn, baby. What? Did I hit her? Oh, did I have? Ooh, I was out of health. Didn't even look at that.
The result was as foretold.
Yikes.
Final round.
What's he gonna try?
Fight.
What? Video games. Shit.
Behold your future.
That will not combo though.
Right there.
Stay in the corner, girl. Stay in the corner. You dead. Boom. I meant to do crouching hard punch there to beat the jump, but I kind of goofed there. Ah, whatever, kids. It works. I'm okay with that. Yikes. I thought this was a bad matchup, you guys. I was told on a good authority this is a bad matchup.
Round 1. Fight.
Oof, okay. Yeah, should have teched. Although I was pretty sure. I'll take that. No, that's no good. Oh, shit. Take that. That's a good jump. Oh, man. Nah, man. Really? I think I need to spin the bar here. Ah, no, I could have. Lariat would have stunned. I didn't need to spin that meter. I wasn't thinking. What's her stun, Axiom? No, it's not 1,000, is it?
Fight.
Okay, good back. Didn't come out in time. He threw me the wrong way. Ooh, does that juggle like that? Okay, it does. I don't think this will kill.
Master, I really do.
Oh. I was thinking maybe that cheeky shit would work. It didn't, but I was thinking it might.
Final round.
Okay, what am I gonna do? Crouch. Bad jump. That was really good. That's really good. Yikes. Doing like that? What? Why do I suck? Well, he doesn't have his orb though. That'll work. Gotcha! No running from me. You don't just stop after backdashing to not throw stand medium punch. You don't just stop to not throw that. Come on. Come on. That is a shitty matchup though, in all fairness. That's a rough one. What you gotta know about my jumps is that they're pretty godlike. I won't scratch my own back, but pat myself on the back. Be heard on mic. What's good, man?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm just giving a 10-minute check-in.
Sounds good. Sounds
Folks
good.
out there, we'll be getting ready to go here pretty soon. Hey, we got a bunch of writings for the FGC Spotlight, so there's you're noticing a whole lot of new names down in the bottom left corner. Got a lot of shout outs to do this this time
That's
around.
cool.
What you been up to, man?
I got a story for you guys, actually. Story time would be her story time.
Okay. I'm
So,
okay with it. Do you want this to be during tournament story time or pre-tournament story time? That's up to you.
pre, because it's kind of
Unrelated.
long. Not long, but kind of long. So, at the beginning of this year, I was living in Arizona with my cousin. Cousin decided not to pay rent. Everything was in my name, so I had to move back home to Iowa. So, kind of had been in a tough situation where I have $2,000 worth of debt. So probably about a month's, probably about a good month's, worth of debt or whatnot. And so I'm kind of looking for a job. I don't know what to do, really. I'm looking everywhere, so I don't know if I should do an online job. I don't know if I should do an office job. But I go into this agency, if you will, so like they'll help me write my resume and things of that nature and stuff like that. So I go in there and I'm talking to the person, and they're like, it's like I wanted to do like data entry and stuff like that because I like keyboards and typing and things like that, like tech stuff. Yeah. And so like I was talking to the guy, and the guy was being like, a good sport or whatever, so he was listening to me talk and all that stuff. And I was breaking down like Fat Tool, so because like obviously that's data, frame data, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And I just had an epiphany. Like I was literally sitting there like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Like the way I broke down Fat Tool and just broke down the FGC and how I wanted to do commentary and like looking forward to this every Monday, I was just like, damn, I don't know how I could do this, but this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So if anything, it's like an homage and a thank you to Joe and to everybody in the chat that comes to this. And like, I don't know how I'm gonna get in debt, so I still need to get a job regardless. But like, just when I was talking to that guy, I just had an epiphany. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, like how you gonna turn that? That's the question. That's the $1 million question.
Joe, I have no idea. That's the $1 million question. That's the $1 million solution I'm trying to find out.
I always break things down to like, what are next steps? Like, what is, like, even if you have a goal. Something that my dad told me a while back was, he basically asked us to write down a goal, have it written down, and make sure that everything that you do is in service of that goal. So even if you don't end up achieving that particular goal, you will still have made steps in some direction, and you might end up in like a different position than you initially thought that you would want to end up in, or like a whole lot of things can happen on the in-between, but mainly it was important that we write it down, because then that stands as something to be like, that's something that you can point to say, I have to do this one thing because it is in service of this one goal, which I have written down right here, and I have to be honest with it. So it's not, you can't cheat yourself.
True. That's true. I gotta find a way, because it's like, I can tell what my passion is, and like I don't know if it's like arrogance. I don't want to say it's cocky. I don't want to say it's like being immature and not realizing that you have to do. So like you have to like work a 9 to 5 to set up for goals to do other things. But it's like I just kind of know where like my mind's at and like where my passion is and what I'll put like the effort towards. You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of hard to like not settle, but like you gotta do this. You gotta be patient. Like like I see people who's like younger than me like doing the stuff they want to do, and I'm like, well, I could do that. How come I'm not doing that? Why am I not doing that? What am I doing wrong to not do that? Like, That's probably the toughest part.
A lot of those circumstances are like their life circumstances before they got to that position. You know?
True.
Like, there are a lot of opportunities that some people have that other people don't have.
True. Like, I would say location for one. That's
oh my god, location.
tough.
Yeah.
I don't really have a scene near me.
If I were talking location in general, just in terms of, this is kind of like an aside, this is my pitch for Pittsburgh, is that Pittsburgh has like, it's really cheap to live here in terms of like housing and expenses. It's getting more expensive now, and now that Google's thinking about having like there's a second office here, and I think Amazon's thinking about having an office here because it's close to the airport. Things might go up in the near future, but like right now, things are super livable here. There's like good job markets here. So like this area is, I dig Pittsburgh. There's a lot to do here. And it's kind of like, it's not a hub yet. I really think it should be. The only hub it's for is actually like Anthrocon, which is like the furry convention is downtown. I always forget when it is every year because it's fun to show up at like the local bars and be like, oh yeah, it's Anthrocon week. That's why everyone's in their fursona outfit. That's always a fun time.
That would be an awkward surprise every year.
It's the best. It's the best surprise. It's because like everyone around you is like, oh yeah, it's that week. Okay, all right.
They
folks.
must be used to it now.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break here. I think we're gonna end things a little bit early. There's really no time to get in another set. We're about 2 minutes out from closing of the bracket. So I'm going to do a little run through here of anyone who hasn't checked in. If you sign up during this time, you also need to check in. It's very important. If not, I'll catch up with you and make sure that things are all checked in. Everything's good. Everything's all good. So don't worry about it, folks. Let's just take a look quickly at the numbers. Let's take a look at the numbers. 24. Okay. It's a little better. I've been having trouble. And I keep mentioning this just because I respect the communities that mostly show up or turn up to these things, but a lot of them are from both Houston and Florida. And a lot of that area is still in recovery mode. So if you can help, if you have the means to help out those areas, I highly recommend giving if you can. But that's just my one pitch for our friends out there in Florida and in Houston. But anyway, folks, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. Check these commercials, though, because there's a lot of new names. You'll see a lot more different slides, perhaps. Because we got a lot more write-ins for the FGC Spotlight of the Week. So hold on to your butts, folks, and we will be right back.